their bodies testament to all they've endured at the hands of the militants in recent weeks. But for these Yazidi women and children, some relief. Kurdish forces bringing food, aid and hope of survival, even as news of a massacre resonated beyond these people. An Iraqi minister claiming 500 from their sect were slaughtered by IS fighters, women and children buried alive. 300 females kidnapped to be used as slaves by the militants. Claims which have shocked and only added to international calls for action.
La France a demandé et obtenu une réunion spéciale du Conseil de sécurité des Nations Unies.
France has requested a special meeting of the UN Security Council on this matter, and I myself have called on the EU so that we all condemn the Islamic State and visibly show our solidarity with the Iraqi people.
That solidarity manifested itself in what is now a global effort to deliver relief. The French Foreign Minister was in Erbil to oversee his country's distribution of aid to thousands of displaced Iraqis. His visit coming hours after Britain made its first humanitarian aid foray. RAF C-130 aircraft dropping water, tents and other critical supplies to stranded refugees. Assistance alongside the US military campaign designed to stop the march of the Islamists. Planes and drones delivering further assaults to the fighters of the Islamic State. But their PR machine continues to taunt President Obama. This, their latest show of force. And the truth is the militants are still making advances. There is nervousness now as they encroach further towards the Kurdish capital. Support from the locals who've endured attacks from IS fighters for weeks. This troop movement going on as a number of towns in northern Iraq were taken back from the militants. But any celebration is muted. The situation remains dire. The refugees are in their hundreds of thousands. Humanitarian aid has come from outside, but so too has criticism of Iraq's leader. Prime Minister Nouri Maliki accused of stoking the Sunni insurgency with his style of sectarian government. But he refuses to heed calls to go, instead giving an emboldened speech accusing Iraq's president, a Kurd, of playing politics and endangering the country.
Today, I will file a legal complaint to the federal court against the President of the Republic for committing a clear constitutional violation for the sake of political goals and preferring narrow interests over the interests of the Iraqi people. The security situation will get worse, and this will have bad consequences and will damage the interests of the Iraqi people.
It's the first time Maliki has addressed the war-ravaged nation since American airstrikes and humanitarian airdrops started. The US is no fan of Maliki and has condemned him for failing to establish a more inclusive government. As the political turmoil deepens, much of the country is struggling to cope. Kurdish forces